Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, it's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you've subscribed today, thank you all so much, thank you so much. Subscribed or not, thanks for being here with me. You can't have a channel without viewers. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book one. I've read this book aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book two is already published and available, and all the links that you need for my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me to schedule one is also in that description box. So welcome and welcome back everyone. As quickly as I can, I'll explain what I'm doing this week. I had an indoor-outdoor cat. She was outdoor because I was allergic to her, and many years ago I found her in my garage. She was starving and pregnant, and so she gave birth. I helped her give birth to her kittens, and I found homes for the kittens. I had her spayed and all that, but I couldn't find a home for the mama. And so after a couple of years of looking, I realized I had a cat. And I didn't seem to be as allergic to her, but she still liked to be outside. So I named her Mama, and I had her with me for many, many years. She was my familiar. She was a black cat, and she was beautiful. She had lemon lime eyes. And she and I were very connected. She was very smart. She knew about cars. She knew about strangers. And so she lived for a really, really long time. However, a couple of months ago, she took off and hasn't come back. And since she's never, ever, ever done that before, and it's been a couple of months now, and because she was so old, and because she knows about cars and strangers and all kinds of stuff, I think that she's passed on. And so I've been thinking about her a lot, and I've been seeing cat spirit stuff everywhere. And, from the Lionsgate portal to the follow-up week that I did to going to a store and seeing a certain tarot all the time and thinking that it was too lighthearted for my channel. But when my mom told me she had a vision of a tiger the other night, I was like, wow, that's a lot of cat stuff. But I figured, that's because she's born in the year of the tiger, but nope, the tiger spirit has come out this week twice now. The Lionsgate lion has been coming out. This is just cat energy. And so my mom did go and purchase the tarot that I thought was too lighthearted for my channel. This lovely cat tarot here by Megan Lynn Cott. It's illustrated by Megan Lynn Cott, and the text is by a Julia Smiley. It is very cute. It is very lighthearted. There's been a lot of sad messages this week, so now I understand why sometimes we need a lighthearted tarot deck. So at the end of this reading, I'm going to pull one card for you from the White Light Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild and artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. And as many cards as come out from the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen, and man, Gemini just had like 10 or something. They all came out. It was incredible. If I need to clarify, I'll use the Tarot of the Cloisters deck here. Oh, I didn't close that all the way. By Michelle Leavitt. And okay, also I am a twin flame. I'm a twin flame reader. I'm all about balancing out the masculine and feminine energies. I'm about walking with spirit every day and working on myself every single day to become a better and better person. And that includes not subscribing to the victim mentality that a lot of people still, deal with, live in. And so if some people don't quite understand what I'm doing here, which is why I'm mentioning all this, because I've had a couple of negative comments, and it's all based in the victim mentality that is kind of hard for us to to deal with and to have victory over. I mean, I still deal with it, you know. But I'm all about taking responsibility for the energies that are in your life and to continue to become a better and better and better person. And so with that said, everybody here is welcome. It's just that unless you understood that part about me, you may not understand what I'm saying in some parts and, you know, cause a little offense. But that is never my intention, and everybody is welcome, and I love you all. Okay, so with that said, as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, which is very powerful. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote as your higher self before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Because of our free will, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime, such as this one, you may become what we call enlightened, like Buddha and Jesus and Isis, Thoth, Bast. A lot of many beings, energies have affected. We know that these folks affected a great deal of positive change on our planet and for humanity. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny, but it isn't exactly, because of your very powerful free will. But there are times where things happen completely beyond our control. We do write those into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card and or an unusually large number of major arcana cards in your spread. You have neither. Okay, so let's get started. At the heart of everything for you at this time, you've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I'll just show you the Five of Pentacles right here. The Five of Pentacles is about financial struggle and stuff like that, material troubles, but you've got it in the reverse, so that is awesome, because that means prosperity, security, maybe even returning to work. Although sometimes, say the Rider-Waite deck will say that this is like chaos or ruin or something. So you know which one of those are yours. But you know what? I really feel like this card in the reverse, if this is, you know, financial problems, this is finances getting better. Now, the card that is crossing that, the energy that's crossing that, is another 5. So right off the bat, you've got angel number 55. Plus 5s are the numbers is the number of change. Okay, so there is some change going on here. Okay, you may be getting back to work. You know, we've had COVID and stuff, and so maybe you got a new job, or maybe they've called you back into work. But what's happening is that there's some kind of conflict involved with that. Okay, you may not be getting along with your friends or co-workers or whatever you're doing. This is the Five of Swords, which is about slander. This is about betrayal. This is problems with an old enemy. You know, maybe when you worked at this place before, you guys didn't like each other before, and you know, now that you're back together, it's the same old thing again, that kind of deal. Okay, but this is, you know, talking about people. This is competition. This is basically adults acting like children. Okay, that's what I usually say. Adults acting like children. This card is always read right side up. Now, that's what's going on. This is the heart of what's going on. This is the root of all of this. And you have the Two of Wands here. There was a choice to be made, or you may still not know which choice to make. The Two of Wands is all about, you may have learned some lessons, you may have gained some knowledge recently, but this is also a choice between two extremes. Like one is a choice of security, and another choice will take you out into the world that pushes your comfort zone, but is exciting. You know what I mean? So people have a hard time with choices like that. You know, do I stay, you know, comfortable, or do I get out of my comfort zone? So there's that element here. You look at this. This is a kitten. Okay, so how's it going to make a decision between two really equally fantastic looking choices here? You know what I'm saying? So, but this also is creation from destruction. In the Thoth deck, it talks about this being creation from destruction. Okay, so it's like if you weren't working or you had lost your job or, this, now you're back, but you're still dealing with that same old issues as before. Alrighty. This is your recent past that's moving out of your life at this time. And here we have this is the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, look at this kitty, looks pretty excited. The Eight of Pentacles is about working hard. It's also about learning a new skill or trade. However, this is in the reverse for you. So recently you did have a loss of interest in your job. You needed to find something new, Sometimes this is mending or fixing something, but I'm feeling mostly that you had lost interest in your job and you knew you needed to find a new job or a new interest or a new, you know what I mean, a new occupation, whatever you're doing during the day. And it looks like maybe you did make this choice, but you're doing well with your money now, but you're having some conflict with people. So the next two cards that I have here are future cards, and it looks like you're about to get some justice. This is divine justice. This is divine balance. This is the card for Libra, so this could be simply a Libra coming into your life. But you know what? When we get these major arcana cards, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because this cat is biting this person. I'm a Libra too, so this is my card. It's cracking me up. Like, try to touch me, your justice will be a great big bite. Oh, well, maybe that has something to do with what's going on here. Maybe this conflict is this person is trying to grab you, and then maybe what happens is you bite them. But here's this part here. This is the Six of Wands. Okay. The Six of Wands is a victory. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is usually this is the victorious warrior coming home and enjoying like a public type of success. However, pardon me, you have this in the reverse. Okay, so there's some loss going on here. Okay, there may be some fear. There's definitely treachery and disloyalty, okay? There's a vicious enemy, okay? Now, it could be that your enemy wins, okay? But this is right side up. This says that your enemy has won. This says that you've been defeated. This says that your hopes have been shattered because of treachery and disloyalty and an enemy. But there's also this feeling of apprehension, of fear. But you've got this justice card. This is right side up. This is truth. This is rightness. This is where things are equal. Okay? This is good fortune. And this is also karma. Okay? If this was going to be like bad karma for you, I would say this is in the reverse. So you've got this element of defeat in a minor arcana way, but you've got this justice going on for you in a divine way. Divine justice. 3D loss. Okay? Let's see what else comes up. Oh, darn it. That's the second time I did that. I did that in Gemini, which is so weird because Geminis, if they're born in June, they're Pearl. However, I thought those were beads, but it looks like they're not. I couldn't find a little hole. Okay, so moving on. This is your hope card, okay? So this was saying your hopes are shattered. So what are your hopes? You've got the Four of Swords. You just want some rest. You just want some peace of mind. Yeah. That's pretty clear. You just want some rest. You just want peace of mind. Swords is your energy, air energy. It's your mind. And the Four of Swords means resting. It means recovering. But when I have the mind and rest together, I have peace of mind. So I feel that you really just want a peaceful life. You just want your mind to be at peace. And look at how cute he is. Look at, he's resting. Look at how cute. He looks, even though he's resting, he looks kind of playful, doesn't he? Okay. So this is your current state of being. Oh, this is meaning that every time I get this card, I hear it's time. It's time. It's time for what? It's time for a decision. It's time for a judgment. It's time to repent and forgive. It's time to be reborn. It's time for some sort of renewal. It's time for some sort of, you know what? When you've got the Justice card and the Judgment card together, this often means litigation. Okay, you may be involved in a legal case. The Judgment may be being rendered right now, and justice will prevail. However, there's something about it that you wanted that you will be defeated. They're going to make it, you know, if this is the court of law that you're dealing with, this will make it as fair as possible. But however, you will get your justice. You will have your divine balance because this is truth. The judgment, that's what, you know, whether this is a legal case in a court or not. When something's going on and you look at both sides of it, this is why justice is the Libra card, because boy, do Libras know how to see both sides, or this side, or even that side. And once that has been, all facts have been brought in, judgment is made on what is fair, what is going to bring justice to this issue, to this conflict that you've got going on. It could be that these people stole your money, okay? But the root of it is that you made a choice. Now, it could just be that the choice that you made may not have been the right one when it comes to this, okay? But either way, justice in this situation will be had, okay? So there's this feeling now, since these are both wands, okay? These are talking to each other. The judgment and the justice are talking to each other. These two fives are talking to each other. You know, you worked really hard, okay? But you worked really hard, but then you lost interest. So maybe you let something go. And so you made a decision maybe to go the more comfortable route. And that's just, you know, when you're walking a divine path, you trust in spirit. If you make a decision out of fear, which is why we usually choose the comfortable choice. If you make a decision based in fear, what energy do you think will come out of that? More fear, more things to fear, not positive things, that's for sure. And so, because of your choice, because of the choice that you made, something is going to come out to where it's not exactly in your favor. However, justice will be had. You know, sometimes when we make the wrong choice, people take advantage of us. And, you know, in a court of law, or, you know, anybody who's looking at something in a fair way, the only thing they can do at that point is just say, hey, but you made that decision. You're a grown-up, right? And you decided to get involved with them, and you didn't look at all this stuff that you could have, and they took advantage of you. But according to the laws here, then we can't really do anything about that because of your choice. You see what I'm saying? This is your fear. Oh, this is a harsh judgment. This is authority. So if you had done something like really bad, then you may be afraid of going to jail. This could be like a warden. This people who, you know, this is your energy, the swords, though. So this King of Cups King of Swords means a lot of stuff. This is there's a coldness to the King of Swords. They won't hesitate to cut out people and things that they don't need around them anymore. They're not so attached emotionally to things, but this is also authority. This is, you know, armed people, you know, like police and security guards and veterans and government. So this is, I think for you, the fear of the King of Swords here is authority being cold to you. But you know, the King of Swords is also Archangel Michael. Swords mean truth. There's something about this that is why you're fearing it. Something cold, something harsh, maybe getting cut out, maybe, you know, being penalized. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling for this. Penalized in a way that is really scary or unacceptable for you. Now, this is your potential outcome. This means you need some patience, okay? This is, you know, this can be moving, okay? This can be moving like a change of where you live, okay? This can be a trip, taking off somewhere. This can be a young fire sign. This is Sagittarius in particular. The other fire signs are Leo and Aries as well. They're always bringers of change themselves. However, this is in reverse. So this is a delay. This is telling you to be patient. But this also has, there could still be a little problem with this energy right here, okay? But this is telling you there's going to be delays. You need to be patient. There may be some more conflict to be dealt with, but the justice is going to come in, okay? So here's what I'm thinking. Here's some more wands, okay? Okay, so look. This right here, this is the potential outcome. But these are future cards, okay? These don't always have to do with the, you know, like, these aren't always like this is going to happen and then this is the end to the whole thing. This is the potential outcome, because this is always the potential outcome because we have free will and things don't always work the way, you know, that we think they might. This is the outcome of today's reading, yet these are still future. Okay, because when I've done readings before, sometimes these cards end up in this position later on. So what I'm feeling here now is that this Knight of Wands energy is this. You need to be patient. There's some delays in the justice that you will eventually get. It's like there may be this threat of defeat or a defeat that isn't exactly permanent. Maybe they're like, maybe you get a message about the ruling or somebody, whoever's decision saying that, okay, well, right now it looks like it's not in your favor. So then there you go. But then out of nowhere, boom, you get your justice. All right, and here's the underlying energy of this entire read is another 5. That is a lot of change. 3 5s. It started out with 2 5s and it's ending with another. Like I said, 5s are the numbers of change. 4 is the number of stability, but when you give it that extra one, there goes the stability. So the 5 of Wands is a conflict, but it's a conflict where everybody turns out better for it, okay? So it's, you know, kind of like this is a conflict, this is a conflict. But notice how everybody's mad at each other here. It looks like they just had a heated argument. You know, they probably said things they didn't mean. They stabbed at each other in the back. They're talking mess about each other. But here, this can be things like sparring, where nobody really has a beef. They're just kind of learning how to do something, okay? So this would be you learning how to deal with conflict in a way where, you know, not to lose hope at times like this. Oh, it looks like it's not turning out in your favor. And Aquarius goes, oh my God, and shattered hopes and sadness. But then out of nowhere, the judgment and the justice comes in and hits you upside the head and said, okay, these people tried to grab you, but the divine justice is like, nope, you're not going to be doing that to Aquarius. So yes, so this has this element of, yes, you've been through a lot. Yes, you've been through a lot of drama. Yes, this is fire. Yes, this was really heated. Yes, people were, you know, upset. They had fiery tempers, but everybody's going to be better for it. And that's why you have these 2 kittens kind of learning how to deal with these, because it seems like kind of a big mess, but they're just learning how to be cats. Yeah, you're coming out of your hermit mode here. This whole hermit mode, and maybe if you're single too, isn't that cute? Yeah. You've had some enlightenment. You've been enlightened to what you want. And you're breaking free from your shackles. When the devil's upside down, you break free of your shackles. Yes, look at this devil. It is so adorable. It's this happy pooch. But of course, that would be the devil to the cats. But it's a good boy or girl. You can tell. Look at how happy. These are adorable. See how uplifting these cards are. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get your oracle cards here and close out your reading. Please don't forget to like. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. And also, if you have a chance, please look at check out my books. You know, I haven't had any bad reviews. You know, I am reading my books out loud on those videos that I've got in the description box, and basically reading you my first book for free in the author's voice. Anyway, so I'm just saying, if you want something to spend an hour a day or an hour a week by yourself listening to, or, you know, have some peace or whatever, check it out. See if you like them. Alrighty. What goddesses have we for Aquarius? Oh, wow. They hardly ever don't talk on the first go here. All right. Thank you. Any more? Thank you. Oh, you got Isis. Oh, boy. Oh, Parvati. You've got some good ones. Oh. Well, they're all good. Ooh, the Morrigan, or Morgan here in this one. Some folks call her the Morrigan. I'm going to just go ahead and put Isis on top because she's awesome. Oh, Lakshmi. Oh, the muses. What? Oh, that's so awesome. Now, when I get a lot of those, they usually make kind of a sentence for me. So I gotta see what sentence they make. Let's go ahead and get your white light oracle. I don't know, did I show you Bastet here? She's part of this white light oracle, along with the Lion's Gate and Yeshi Sagyal, which is the tiger spirit. I thought, I could ask Sekhmet, which is the lion goddess, who came before Bastet. But Bastet said she could do this, though. She is in general, the cat spirit for these readings. Because, yeah, she's like a house cat spirit. Back in the old days of Egypt, there was Sekhmet, the lion goddess. But, everybody loved their little house cats, too. And so then Bastet came out of Sekhmet, and she was created, basically. So, wow. Okay, so when they come out like that, I'm just gonna, oh, look at the bear spirit too. Pearl of Sharo, the pearl came out, and Ain Sofar. But we're only going to read Sovereign Queen Maeve. No wonder you got the Morgan. Wow. Okay, so let's check out your, gosh, look at her. Isis. Strength. So the Strength card in the Major Arcana is the Leo card. So here, though this is not Sekhmet, Isis's sister, the fact that she is Strength here, she's still speaking to that lion spirit. Wow. Transformation. Esana la est sanat lehi. Sanat lehi. Oh, transformation. Parvati, spirit. Freya, boldness. Wow. Lakshmi, abundance. The muses, inspiration. And Morgan, rhythm. Wow. Okay, so there's so many of them. Hang on, guys. Strength and boldness. The strength and boldness of your spirit makes for your transformation of abundance and inspiration into abundance and inspiration through rhythm. Rhythm. Wow. Are you an artist? Oh, okay. So Morrigan is also a maid, mother, and crone energy. She's a triple goddess, very much like Parvati and Lakshmi. Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati are a trinity of goddesses as well. So Okay, let's go ahead and read your Sovereign Queen Maeve. So, wow. Okay, so this is very goddess. This is number 40. Look at her face. I want you to look into her eyes when I read this. You don't have to, of course, but when I look into her eyes, I see her exactly what I'm speaking when I read her thing here in the book. Okay, this picture speaks in wow, just in quite a way. Okay, and I feel very much that this rhythm is very important, though I don't really remember exactly. She is magic, she's like divine magic, but Morgan and her are definitely going together. So let's see what Sovereign Queen Maeve has to say to you, Aquarius. Value is what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You are going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength and resourcefulness and boldness to accomplish that with what you wish to attain. Oh my God, I've got all the hair on my body is standing up. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds. So open your heart and mind to the light. Oh my God. To spirit. Wow. The word strength and boldness right there. Okay. Holy moly. At the portal between everyday reality and the rapture of unchecked aliveness stands Sovereign Queen Maeve. She is an initiatrix, taking us beyond the constraints of polite moralism and into the bliss, sacred passion, grit, and astuteness needed to cultivate and protect the light. Goddess, warrior, queen of the Fae, and fearless guardian and protector of territory, Maeve is wild and determined. She stimulates confidence, encouraging one not to shy away, but rather to assertively engage with life and claim your true place in the world. She encourages us to refuse to allow our sacred territory to be intruded upon by unworthy rulers, whether they be critical voices in our own mind or ego-driven interlopers. Maeve is the instinct to engage when challenged, to call on recruits and use all the inner wisdom and talent at your disposal so you can assert the light and refuse to be put down or denied your rightful place. Protecting territory from a spiritual perspective is unlike the grasping and self-serving of the ego that wishes to obtain whatever it can for its own benefit. This world needs souls who are willing and able to hold sacred space and refuse to allow it to become contaminated by greed, jealousy, hate, or confusion. Yeah, you've got all this conflict, this one right here, the Five of Swords, is all about envy and jealousy and slander. Okay? Where did I go here? Oh. This is an act of courage and selflessness. Such an act of courage serves all beings. To be a son or daughter of Maeve requires some spiritual chops. It takes feisty refusal to be dominated or controlled. It also takes the wisdom to recognize that one can lovingly accept all that is without judgment, whilst discerning when and how to set a firm boundary, lest sacred space be trampled upon and defiled by ignorance. You have the Judgment card. It just said that this without judgment. Okay, so rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. I'm going to say that again. Rapture is a pathway out of control and into the sacred and consciously chosen abandonment into something greater than self. When the ocean into which we plunge ourselves is that of the spirit, Parvati's spirit, then our ecstasy becomes a revitalizing, frequency-raising, hold on, I gotta turn the page here, and soul-empowering experience which manifests pathways to victory, where in a lower state of awareness there appeared to be no hope. Oh my God, that's exactly what I said here. You feel defeated, you know, but then, wow, okay, and if you haven't noticed, I got strength, I got boldness, and now I just got spirit. If I start saying, if I say the word transformation and abundance, didn't I say inspiration and rhythm? Holy moly, I'm just, okay, well, whew. All right, so if we honor our need for communion with the sacred realms, we will give ourselves the time and space we need to integrate relevant practices into our lives. Committing to spiritual practice requires the self-possession to know what matters to you, irrespective of whether another, or society in general, can recognize the wisdom in your values. Sovereignty is self-possession. It is the belonging to oneself that happens internally as we claim our being and commit to our unique life journey. True spiritual sovereignty exists outside of social mores. It is not about becoming subversive or disrespectful to others, but rather about seeking out freedom of being. This leads to you naturally becoming an active presence, which dismantles enslaving social mores and stimulates society to mature spiritually. This oracle asks you to come home to yourself again and again. Know you are strong enough to live your life and chart your course in communion with the sacred. In Sanskrit, Swaraj is self-rule, and as the meaning of Raj is also radiance, it can also mean self-luminous. Do not allow your destiny to rest in the hands of others. Recognize that the light within is your true ruler. You have the power to light yourself up with spirit. Commit to what you can do and believe the realms of the divine are working with you. Do not be dissuaded. You shall be victorious. Look at her. You shall be victorious. She's serious AF. Wow. Holy moly, Aquarius, you got this. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You will be victorious. You will get your justice. You got this. Heck yeah. Okay, one more thing. The rhythm is part of what you need to get used to. When you go through conflicts like this, understand there's going to be moments where it looks like you're going to lose, but then you win. That's the rhythm. Okay? Expect. You don't have to expect these moments where it looks like you're going to lose. It's just when they come up, just understand that that is part of the rhythm of your life, of life itself. And yes, this Maid Mother Crone, Morrigan and Sovereign Queen Maeve are definitely speaking to each other, of one another. All right, Aquarius, that's what I've got for you at this time. Let's go ahead and see how much control do you have over this situation. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you have got justice and judgment. Wow, yeah, this is definitely a conflict you are going to have your justice for. 2 out of 10 cards means that you've got a whole lot of control here. And Spirit has the rest of the control. Wow. All right, Aquarius, that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.